Got a traffic stop across the street. This homeless looking lady has been walking back and forth up the sidewalk over on this side. Cop just walked over. Looks like they're making her ID. We'll keep an eye on it. Traffic stops here. They've been hunting up and down the street, pulling over every silver car they could see for the last 10 minutes. This one's got temp tags. They're chasing somebody, I'm not sure who. Yep. It's one thing I've seen a lot with Wichita cops is whenever a group comes into a call, whenever one of them gets taken care of, the rest of them get bored real fast and start looking for the closest thing to hook on to. Usually it's just another traffic stop. And you get 10 cops on a scene, half of them are told to break off, and they'll just go to the neighborhood looking for somebody to pull over. Action over on the traffic stop. Giving him a citation or some fun thing. Looks like it wasn't the person they were looking for. And keep an eye over here in case something happens. Oh, she's going in cuffs. All right. All right, she's going in cuffs. They ran her name. Traffic stop, still just stand over there. They're gonna search her stuff. Okay. The other cop in the traffic stop's laughing. And get a little closer. So they were pretty much pulling over every silver car they saw. That was the third one. I'm not sure. They were looking for some car for a call. So they pretty much pulled over like every silver car they saw going up and down. The other ones they let go after about 20 seconds. Yeah. I'm just out here watching them.
Same. I'm talking to my girl. What's up, man?
Not much.
I know that one. She's young.
Well, from what I've seen, watching them the last couple days, they really like to look for something whenever they get a multi-call. So last weekend, had a shooting over on 22nd. They pulled somebody for traffic half a block down who turned out to have felony warrants, and he ran. And then half a block down, they did another traffic stop. So I got 3 calls, didn't even have to get back in the car. Female cop says she has a warrant for breaking and entering. Yeah, yesterday we had 4 car chases. 2 they broke off, 2 they spike stripped. Today's been pretty quiet. She is in. Good. You got a dangler on your door. Yeah.
Y'all take care, man. Right? Can't watch cops on TV.
It's canceled. No, it's got a YouTube channel. Been cop watching for a while. I'm just, yeah, the first cop watch I ever had was up in around St. Louis, a place called Peevely, and I was in my truck stop watching the other truck stop 200 feet away, and the cop decided he was going to call back up and come over and try to arrest me for interference because he had to look at me. Those are his words. He had to look at me.
I get them all the time. I do property management.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I get pulled over. A lot of my properties are on the northeast side of town, which is a predominantly African-American neighborhood. I'm a white guy cruising around in a white truck.
Yeah.
You know, dude, I get stopped over there all the time.
That's got the body cam and everything just in case.
Yeah.
there doesn't seem to be very many cop watchers in the neighborhood.
I simply go live on Facebook.
Yeah. Well, it's the thing is though, if somebody smacks you or something like that, you drop the phone.
Right,
a lot of times the live stream dies.
Yeah.
There's a lot of times if somebody smacks your phone, live stream's gone. It disconnects.
That's why I always just stay back in my vehicle and watch, you know.
Well, I get closer. I mean, gotta have a little bit of fun.
Right.
Yeah.
And the Second Amendment auditor.
Yes. I run around with open carry Texas.
Nice.
But
open carry.
They don't seem to have much experience with people recording here in Wichita.
No,
they're not being bad. I'm telling all the other auditors.
They're still young enough that they watch YouTube.
Yeah.
And they see where everybody else is fucking up at.
Yeah.
Honestly.
I've only had one who screwed me a little bit, and that was last night on a drunk female who led him on a chase and crashed over in the neighborhood. And he saw that I was starting to get a little bit of her face, so he went and flipped on his lights and everything and turned off his dome lights so I couldn't see in the car anymore.
Wow.
That's literally the worst that I've run into. None of them want to do anything. No. But I've had half of them like, what are you? Who are you? What are you doing? What's an audit?
Right.
Yeah.
So, they're pretty good around here, honestly, man.
That's the word I got from the locals. Our company's based out of here.
Yeah.
So I'm in town a lot.
Yeah,
and everybody that lives here is telling me the only bad thing I've heard is that SWAT shooting a couple years ago where they did the game where they got swatted.
Yes.
That's it. So I've been covering the rallies. Almost zero presence. Ordered to back off. They did, however, put 60 SWAT officers in the arena as backup. I caught them leaving with they had 3 command trucks and an MRAP and about 60 officers hidden inside the arena, half a block on the other side of the park.
Yeah, just in case, man.
But
you know, they sat back.
The only presence they had was traffic control, so people could cross.
Yep.
It's been pretty boring.
We've got pretty decent cops here. We really do.
You don't even have good
cops.
You don't even have good car chases because you always break off.
Yeah, they actually have a law here.
Yeah.
That they cannot pursue over X amount of miles per hour in the city limits.
Yeah. Unless it's felony something or other.
Yeah.
No, they broke off a chase where the guy hit 50 in running stop signs just because all they had was traffic. They did that twice.
Yeah.
So the only time
they're gonna come get you eventually. They done got your tag number. They know where you live.
Yeah, that's what they're trying to do. But yeah, like the big chase last night, they still broke it off because he was going down Harry, way over on the east side, 80 miles an hour with his lights off. Yeah, so they broke that off.
I was actually involved in a hit and run with my daughter.
Yeah.
In my truck.
They broke it off, but a UC kind of followed. Another guy picked him back up because he tried to act normal, turned his lights back on, drove normal, and then they surrounded him and then set up spike strips in front of him right before they lit him back up. So he took off right into the spike strips and he gave up.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
It's over. I mean, honestly, like I said, hands down, we've got some really decent cops.
Yeah. That's it. We've got a lot more problems down in Texas than you guys have right now.
Oh, yeah.
Yep. We're having a lot of problems.
We don't have all the racial tensions here.
Well, it's not necessarily that.
Wichita is truly a melting pot, dude.
Well, that's why the locals keep saying this is the bad part of town, this is the bad part of town. It's literally every corner of the city is some bad part of town.
Yes.
But still, I haven't heard anything too crazy.
No, and you're not going to here.
Just maybe one drive-by shooting at night.
Actually, one of the rental properties that I had 3 drive-bys in a week's time.
Yeah.
Here.
That's what, listen to the scanner trying to figure out what to go after. There's a whole lot of shots fired. Maybe it was fireworks. I don't know, blah, blah.
Yeah.
Still a lot of that stuff going on. I haven't seen them harassing the homeless.
Nope.
That's what a lot of the more hippie auditors like to go after. I haven't seen any of it here. They pretty much seen, that's literally the first time I've seen them harass a homeless person.
She's not homeless.
Okay, there you go.
She is actually mentally unstable.
Okay.
Her name is Letitia.
Yeah.
She used to be my neighbor, actually. I was there for a minute. I was almost homeless. I was actually living up at a hotel up here, and she was my right next door to me.
Okay.
I mean, if she's off her medication, she's bad.
Yeah. Like I said, it's the first time I've seen them go up to somebody and make them ID just because they were standing on the street.
Yeah. I mean, our cops around here pretty much know.
They know who's who.
Yeah. I mean, we got some really great local cops here. I mean,
Yeah.
like, okay, so this beat here, right here in this area, I know the beat cop, the supervisor for this area.
Yeah.
I'm on a first name, I email with him because I'm a property manager. You know, part of the thing is we're trying to clean up the neighborhood. You know, we're actually just trying to clean up the
I
neighborhood.
never turned it on. That's why it didn't beep. Gotta check the charge on this thing. Thought I was just turning it off. It was never on.
But I mean, like I said, we got some really decent cops here, man.
Yeah.
I can't really say anything bad. I mean, they've got a job to do,
Yeah.
and they do it fairly.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, a lot of people are like, oh well, fuck the cops, blah blah blah. But man, they're just people doing a job. Let them be.
Yes. All I do is watch them. And so there's a lot of auditors out there that they want to go out and get a reaction.
A lot of them, I've noticed a lot of them like to pick the fight.
Well, it's the same thing. I'm not going to, especially since I'm open carry, try to get in their face, try to push.
Right.
Hey, can I be 10 feet or is it going to be 15 feet? They say that I'll give them up to 30.
Right.
They start saying more than 30, even with me open carry, and good luck with that.
Right.
But if I'm at 10 and they say, hey, back up 5,
dude,
I'll give them shit.
I've actually sat on that bus stop right there, that bench, and watched them come up and tackle a guy that they knew he had warrants. He was a felon, wanted felon.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah, that's what it seems. The only time these guys get really serious, from what I've seen, is whenever they've got somebody on felon warrants.
Yes.
That's when they get serious. They get felon warrants on somebody. That's what the guy last night was. Multiple wanted felonies, convicted felon, suspected to be armed.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
So he got the spike strips.
Oh yeah, for sure. But no, man, Wichita's not a bad town. It's really not. I mean, they say we've got a high crime rate, but like I said, that's easy.
There's a difference between property and violent.
Right.
There really is a difference.
Yeah,
It makes a huge difference if it's property crime or violent crime.
Yeah.
I'd much rather have a little bit higher property
crime. We just had our first
crime.
riot here in how many years over here?
And that's not even really right. Those
That's not right.
2 dozen people.
Huh?
There's like 2 dozen people.
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah, I didn't get to cover that one.
Yeah, but I mean, they broke out some windows. Yes, they vandalized some property. They did criminal damage to property.
Yeah.
But on the same note, it's not as bad as what's going on in Detroit. It's not as bad as what's going on in Minneapolis.
Nothing.
You know what I'm
This
saying?
isn't bad as almost anything.
Yeah.
Because even with our peaceful places, so usually the protests over in Dallas were pretty peaceful. The cops were the ones that initiated on that one.
A lot of that. Yeah.
But it's still. It's like,
I know some.
Over here, nobody did anything. In Dallas, it was like 2 water bottles got thrown.
Yeah.
And that's it.
Yeah.
But you get into like what Austin.
Oh yeah.
Austin breaks
Austin's
off.
crazy, dude.
Yeah.
I've partied down on 6th Street. I don't know what happens down in Austin, man.
Austin's still going. Houston.
I've been to South by Southwest. I mean, I've seen some crazy shit in Texas.
Houston lit off last week pretty hard.
Did they?
The cops decided to start just kettling everybody. So literally, when I'm looking at this kind of stuff, if peaceful protesters want to just block a city surface street, let them have it.
But when you get up on the highway,
that's a very minor level of civil disobedience. They're not breaking windows. They're not doing shit. They're just walking down a surface street.
Okay, so that
driver, the Houston cops didn't.
Yeah.
The Houston cops decided they were going to kettle 500 people, tear gas them, and arrest every one of them for walking the street.
Right. Well, I mean, okay, so you seen about the truck driver that went through that crowd of protesters on the highway?
Yeah, well, I mean, he didn't even go through them.
Here's my thing. Here's my thing on that. Do you remember the Rodney King beating?
Yeah, that's
okay.
That's one of the reasons we've got these.
Now, do you remember the truck driver that was pulled from his truck and beaten to death?
Besides Rodney King? Well, I mean, okay, during the Rodney King. I can't remember. I can't remember.
Denny.
Dennis.
His last name was Denny.
Reginald Denny.
Reginald Denny. Yes. Now, by that right there, as a truck driver,
ever since that happened, all of us have that mindset. That's why we had the FedEx driver that dragged the guy a couple weeks up in Chicago.
Yeah.
They started climbing over his truck. He was out of there.
You know what? Honestly, I do the same damn thing.
Yeah. No,
You're not pulling me from my truck and killing me.
Yeah, and that's why I agree. We draw the line at them blocking the freeway because that's just too damn dangerous, man.
Exactly.
Yeah. You want to be YouTube famous?
I don't know about all that. How many subscribers you got?
5,000.
How many?
5,000.
Okay, put me on there. Okay,
Sure.
man.
All right.